Hey, hey, hi everyone. I hope you are all doing amazing. Today's audio is going to be about anxiety. Um, I really wanted to talk about it today. So, guys, anxiety, worry, fear. Let's talk about this. So, majority of my clients, when they reach out to me, will be very anxious. And obviously, this is something that we then work on fixing. And majority of you guys have been very anxious, and now you're no longer very anxious. Little anxiety is a part of life, so we can't completely erase it, and we shouldn't because sometimes it's useful, believe it or not. But excessive anxiety is definitely not something that you should be holding on to. So, having said that, like I said, majority of you guys have been really anxious when I met you, and we get anxious. We get overly anxious, usually after a traumatic event, such as breakup. So, for majority of you guys, that event was a breakup. It can be anything else as well. It doesn't have to be a breakup, clearly, but our body, basically our brain, it reacts to trauma with anxiety because anxiety is kind of like a self-defense mechanism for us. So we have been through something really horrible and now we're trying to kind of protect ourselves, but basically what we're doing is this is not protecting us, right? The only thing this is doing is keeping us in that mode, danger, 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 and we are always basically afraid of everything and expecting the worst and thinking about worst case scenarios. And it's very unhealthy. And we're going to be explaining why and what you can do about it. But before I start, I definitely want to mention this. So, guys, majority of my childhood I have spent in major anxiety. And I have a lot of empathy towards everyone that is very anxious. I have a lot of understanding and I have a lot of love. But the reason why I don't want to affirm for you and kind of tell you, yes, 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 you're going through something horrible, and yes, 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 it sucks. Because if what I'm always trying to do is help you get out of it. I'm not going to be confirming it because I don't want anybody to stay in that victim mentality. Because if I'm going to be saying, and we're going to be talking about how horrible you feel, and I'm going to be saying all the time, yes, I know it really hurts, yes, 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 I understand, that will not bring us to anything constructive. So I simply want to say that if anybody thinks that I don't have empathy, just because I do not kind of, I don't know how to word it, but if I don't kind of confirm that you are a victim, basically, um, I do have empathy. I don't confirm that you're a victim because you're not. You know, victim is a choice. Being a victim is a choice. So see, majority of my childhood and teen years, I have spent as a victim. And yes, sure, I was bullied, all of that, but I have chosen to be a victim. So it was a choice. I felt like a victim, and everybody then, obviously, it was impacted by, something, and then that made me feel like a victim. And I have chose to be a victim, and I have behaved as a victim. I had the mentality of a victim, and my behavior was totally victim behavior. And therefore, I got treated as a victim over and over and over again until I one day decided, hey, I'm not a victim and I'm going to change my mindset. I'm going to change my life. And then that happened. So I know it can sound harsh to hear being a victim is a choice because obviously obviously it's not really a choice per se because clearly I have not chosen to be bullied in the first place, right? So that was not a choice, clearly. But what happens afterwards. I'm talking about how we choose to feel. I'm not talking about if we choose to be victims in terms of something bad happening to us, because that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying about the things that we can control, right? Our mindsets. If we choose to be a victim, so something bad happens, we feel like a victim because clearly we were one, right? And then we just choose to go through life as victims. That This is what I'm talking about. We have chosen to, feel like a victim, to behave as a victim, and to stay a victim. That's basically a choice. Being victimized in the first place is not a choice, but like deciding to feel like that and to behave like that, that is a choice. So I definitely want to emphasize that I'm by no means undermining anybody's bad experiences, including my own. Absolutely not. I'm talking about what we feel internally, right? Because it's very easy, and I'm not again judging anybody, by no means, because I have done it as well, clearly. It's very easy after something traumatic happens to you that you're gonna choose to feel like a victim. It is like a natural thing, right? I'm not judging anybody. Please, guys, I really want to emphasize that. But still, like, it's like a choice, right? You choose. Okay, I'm a victim now, and I'm gonna stay a victim forever because this bad thing happened to me, and therefore nothing good can happen, and I'm just gonna feel like a victim and behave like a victim. So it kind of goes the same with everything else. So anxiety that you're feeling and worries you're feeling. So here is what your brain thinks. This is what your brain thinks. If I worry all the time, I will be ready and nothing bad will happen. So basically, constant worries, anxieties, overthinking, fears, they are basically, it sounds silly, I know, but they are. Your brain does it as something to protect themselves, as a self defense, because something traumatic has happened. And now your brain is trying to protect you so nothing traumatic will happen again. So your brain thinks that if it's constantly worried, constantly in fear and anxious, that then you'll be ready for everything and nothing bad can happen to you, right? Nothing can really harm you or hurt you. But the truth is that this constant worry and anxiety and fears is not really stopping anything. It's not stopping your ex from ghosting you. It's not stopping your ex from not coming back to you. It's not stopping, I don't know, you from getting sick. It doesn't stop if you overly worry about, let's say, your grandma or grandpa. It doesn't stop them from unfortunately dying one day. It doesn't stop anything, right? This worry, anxiety, your brain thinks that this will stop something because you'll be ready and you will be able to control something. But in reality, this anxiety and worry doesn't really affect anything except yourself in a bad way. So, what it truly does is it only is stealing you from the present moment and from enjoying the present moment. That's what it does. So, if you constantly worry about your grandparents per se, this worry is only stealing from all the lovely memories you could be making. Because, yes, one day they will be gone. Obviously, one day all of us will be gone. That is how it is. But instead of enjoying and preserving the time you have with somebody, or even like in a relationship, if you're constantly anxious and worried that you're gonna break up, this person is gonna leave, yes, this person can live, right? It's a fact. And you worrying about it will not stop them from leaving. It can still happen. However, it is like probably affecting the quality of your relationship because you're anxiously attached, so you are not behaving like yourself, and you're not behaving like somebody that is stable, secure, and all the things we want in a relationship. And obviously, you are stealing all of those precious moments with your person where you should be relaxing with them and feeling the love and feeling all the wonderful feelings that you have right now. So, I have this friend, guys, and I've been talking about her. She's the one that is a dancer and has a dance school, and she has a boyfriend as of 6 months ago. And she said something very wise the other day. She said, "I don't know how long, we're gonna be together, but I'm really happy we met." So she's like, she accepts that, she can't know, right, what's gonna happen in the future, but she's enjoying right now, and she's not even worried about what could happen in the future because there is no point of that worry, right? What is the point? What do you have from it? Explain to me, please. We have nothing from that. We are only losing sleep, losing, energy. We are only maybe even losing some people around us because we are, sending not such attractive energy to them. And we are basically not gaining anything. It's extremely bad for us and everybody around us. And it doesn't stop anything. Our brain does it because it wants to prevent things. So it's kind of a prevention method, protective method, but it doesn't protect you from anything, and it doesn't, prevent anything from happening. Things can still happen. If they're meant to happen, they will happen, and this absolutely does not protect you. So when you start getting anxious and worried, please remember this. You have nothing from it. You should be enjoying the present moment. You guys should always live in the present because being anxious is living in the future. And the future has not happened yet. It has not happened yet. So why are you living there? It doesn't exist. What exists is now. This is what you have, this moment. And you should be enjoying it. And you should be really, really enjoying it because, yes, life is hard. Yes, bad things happen to people. All of that is true, but life is also beautiful, and you're not focusing on that at all. And there's so many beautiful little moments in the day that you're just taking for granted or ignoring because you're worried about the future. And this is a lesson that everybody needs to learn. Living in the present, enjoying the little things, enjoying what's happening right now, being present with your loved ones. And yeah, sure, we're not going to be together forever in terms that obviously life does end. But enjoying right now, enjoying what you have with them, enjoying that connection. You can't fully enjoy your connections and your life if you are in constant anxiety and worry. Okay? So tell yourself, this is my trauma. It's trying to control the future. This is not the reality of things. That's what you need to say to yourself. And please, guys, start being mindful, start being present, being in the present moment, right here, right now. That is exactly what you need to be doing. I know it sounds like, oh, it sounds easier said than done, but it's not so hard to do when you truly try to do it. Because a lot of people just listen and they're like, oh no, this sounds like I can't do it. How should I stop worrying? But if you don't try, obviously nothing will happen. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if it was. And I love you guys, and I hope you're doing wonderful. Bye.